By now, it has become a widely documented fact that the primary medium through which the Islamic State recruits is Twitter, and the primary means through which the group disseminates propaganda is YouTube. Not only have these two services been sued for and ultimately banned in countries like Turkey for their role in the growth of terrorist networks, but now even Google is facing similar lawsuits here in the United States. To address these growing concerns around the world, Google, Facebook, YouTube and Twitter have announced a new joint alliance in hopes of ultimately cracking down upon or preventing terrorists from using their services in the future. As reported by Softpedia News on June 27, 2017, the four tech giants will collaborate on technologies that will help detect terrorist material online, while at the same time removing links to content that's flagged as extremism and online hate. The report goes on to add that the alliance is expected to expand with additional members in the coming months and years, and the four companies say they will also collaborate with other parties, including here governments and non-governmental organizations. In a joint press release made available to members of the international media, the four companies explained how the spread of terrorism and violent extremism is a pressing global problem and a critical challenge for us all. We take these issues very seriously, and each of our companies have developed policies and removal practices that enable us to take a hard line against terrorist or violent extremist content on our hosted consumer services. Adding that we believe that by working together, sharing the best technological and operational elements of our individual efforts, we can have a greater impact on the threat of terrorist content online. According to other reports on this matter, the Tech Alliance is also putting pressure on the government of the UK and members of the European Union to follow suit. There is also an indication that several other major tech companies are being actively recruited to join this venture in the future. However, while this is welcome news in 2017, as previously mentioned in the lead to this article, the government of Turkey once sued Twitter for sponsoring terrorism all the way back in 2015, and proceeded to win their case in Turkish courts. I bring this up because it is not exactly breaking news to say that terrorists are utilizing these web services and have been for quite some time now. It is a very valid question to ask why these companies have taken so long to come out with a message like this, and I do question what has suddenly spurred them to take action this week. Perhaps it is speculation to suggest, but I am willing to bet that a lawsuit formally brought against Google last month might have something to do with it. More than likely, these companies are trying to get out ahead of the issue before facing similar lawsuits themselves here in the US.